Hey everyone, Vince here. Today I'm taking a look at Scratch Cards Pro. For all those who do not know, Scratch Cards Pro is an application that promises that you can win real money by scratching cards straight from your mobile phone. Today I'm going to show you some updates on the application and to find out if it's any easier than when we first looked at it a couple of months ago. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to join my Discord group as well, links in the description below. Let's kick this off. So this is what Scratch Cards Pro looks like when you first launch it up. You can see here we have a card that's willing to pay us a top prize of $1. And you'll notice at the top left of the screen we have 92 cards left. Every single 15 minutes, Scratch Cards Pro will give you around 100 cards or so to scratch. Let me just show you what it looks like when you scratch one of the cards. Simply scratch the card with your finger and then you hopefully will get one of the winning numbers. You can see here, apparently I've just won 250 of these coins. Now I've already leveled up, which means my top prize is $2. And that's literally all there is to the application when it comes to the scratching cards side of things. Now at the top of the screen, you'll notice that there's a level system. This level system represents the maximum amount of rewards that Scratch Cards Pro is willing to offer you for scratching a card. If you manage to make it all the way to level 14, you'll have a shot at winning $100. But this is why I'm making today's video, because I want to give you the realistic approach to Scratch Cards Pro and what you really should expect. Now at the top of the screen, you'll notice that my next level top prize is $5. Now you may be wondering, how exactly do you level up on Scratch Cards Pro? Bottom right corner of the screen, you have the missions tab. You can see here on these missions that we have specific tasks to complete. For instance, if I'm to scratch 8 cards, earn 250 vouchers, and then earn 5,000 points in total, I will then generate an extra 10,000 coins. Which, from my personal experience, the more coins that you generate, the faster you're obviously going to level up. Now you might be wondering what these 250 vouchers are. I'll get to that in a second, everyone, because I want to scratch through all 90 of my remaining cards for you all today, so then you can see how far you can generally go before running out of cards and waiting the extra 15 minutes. So let me just do that for you now. As you can see, all I need to do is simply scratch the card. I just want 100 coins then. Now I've just activated a super win. You can see that arrows pointing towards the PayPal button. Now this is the real money area of Scratch Cards Pro. And remember, that top prize is based on my account level. So my top prize is $2. Simply tapping on the reveal button brings up the prize that I'm allowed to win and cash out. So we have 50 cents worth of real PayPal currency for 81,000 of the vouchers. You also notice that there are extra slots available for me to actually win this PayPal currency. Now, again, let me go and scratch these cards and I'll be back in a moment. Now, while you're smashing out these cards, you're going to notice a little problem with Scratch Cards Pro, at least what I feel is a problem. It will start to say you have no more space to store the latest super win. Reveal the first one so you don't miss out in the future. That's because on Scratch Cards Pro, they actually limit how many of the prizes you can open at once. You can see here I have a whole bunch of top prize being $5. And remember, these are simply chances to win that amount of money. There is absolutely no guarantee, which I'll show you soon enough. But until I claim this 50-cent PayPal reward, I will not be able to flip this $2 prize reveal. By the way, I am now level 5 with 48 cards left, and this means technically my level 5 position will grant me cards that should pay up to $10. And just to make this crystal clear, even though my level allows me cards up to $10 in rewards, I'm stuck at $5 in the queue until I activate at least one of these to free up a slot at the end of this little list here. Obviously, this has been done deliberately to kind of limit how much money you can actually make on Scratch Cards Pro, which is quite interesting to me because Scratch Cards Pro reward system is chance-based, as I mentioned earlier. So even though it states you can win $5, you can in theory only unlock 50 cents, for instance. Either way, let's go back to scratching these cards now, shall we? Okay, so this is what it looks like when you run out of cards to scratch. As I stated, you only have to wait about 15 minutes to actually get your cards back. If you can't be bothered waiting, simply tap on the plus button at the top of the screen, and then Scratch Cards Pro will ask you to watch an advertisement to generate 2,000 of the coins. I personally don't really do this type of thing, but the option is there for people that really can't wait to scratch more cards. And in theory, you'd probably get a lot more coins by watching the advertisements than scratching the cards. Now, while we're waiting, let me introduce you to the voucher system. Bottom of the screen, we have the voucher tab. This, my friends, is the playtime reward area of Scratch Cards Pro, and in my opinion, the actual way you generate any type of revenue on Scratch Cards Pro. So this is what it looks like when you first launch up the playtime rewards area. It's pretty much like every other system we've covered on the channel so far. Very straightforward setup, which I actually do appreciate. No one wants an overcomplicated application by any means. But as you can see here, depending on the application's rank on that list, that generally gives you the best amount of vouchers. For instance, Guess That Answer is willing to pay me up to 52,000 vouchers for playing it, which is pretty decent. As you can see, you can earn a certain amount of vouchers per minute. Now, as you can see from this list, I've actually done quite a bit of work on Scratch Cards Pro before in the past. And I have to say, everyone, with this type of application, while I appreciate that it exists, I do believe the actual earning potential is quite limited depending on your country because of the Playtime Rewards area. Anyone out there that has actually ever played a Playtime Rewards application knows what I'm talking about. Generally, the longer you play an application for, usually the time goes up a bunch and the actual amount of vouchers you get really goes up by a minimal amount. Let me install Guess Their Answer so then you guys can see what it actually looks like to generate the vouchers. Simply tap on the Play Now and then it takes you to the Google Play Store. Okay, so heading back to Scratch Cards Pro now, you'll notice here it's claiming to now rewarded me 1,000 of the coins. And that was just for enabling the permissions, by the way. But now going back to the Playtime Rewards section, you can see that I've now earned 1,600 or so of the vouchers, and I can get another 881 vouchers in 1 minute. So let me just do that now quickly so I can show you what it looks like when the vouchers appear on Scratch Cards Pro. So this is what it should look like after you've finished playing a game on Scratch Cards Pro to generate your vouchers. You'll notice here that I generated around 1,800 of the vouchers in about 5 minutes or so. And now going back to the actual card game, you'll see here my top prize has been upgraded to $18. But for me to get to the next prize bracket, aka level, I need to get 26,000 coins. This is why they try and get you to watch the advertisements, everyone. I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, the developers earn money when you watch the advertisements in return. Okay, so now that I've pretty much covered everything about Scratch Cards Pro, let me tell you about my cash out experience and if Scratch Cards Pro is actually legitimate. You'll notice here that I've only generated 3,400 of the vouchers out of the 81,000 needed. And this is only for 50 cents, by the way. I managed to cash out around $1.50 worth of euro, and I have to say, everyone, even though it said to me that I had the chance to win high amounts of money, I generally only ever unlocked about, I think, $1 or even 50 cents worth of currency, and that is pretty disappointing to me because I understand why they have that high card system to try and lure people in, but I really doubt people are going to be earning that massive amount of money that they promise. I mean, maybe 1 in 1,000 perhaps, in my opinion anyway. But at the end of the day, Scratch Cards Pro did pay me all the PayPal withdrawals that I tried to request. The thing is, it was such a grind, and in reality, it completely depends on the games that you have available in your country to play through the Playtime Rewards system. Sometimes you can earn maybe $1 per hour, sometimes you're earning 10 cents per hour. All in all, would I recommend Scratch Cards Pro? I guess it depends on what country you live in and how much you're willing to sit through to get your PayPal currency. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow for another review. Hope you enjoyed.